Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. First down. Sherman flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Sherman, and that is incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking to throw on second down. Sherman, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Down Michelle. And he'll power his way up near the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10 and 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go.
From the gun, Sherman flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On second down, Michel. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudry. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Sherman. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His...
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On first and 10, Sherman. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on second down. Sherman, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turn. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun, Sherman. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Sherman. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Deshaun Watson, outstanding again, as his guys up their record to 10-2 now on the year. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check out the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 21-13, your final score. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First down, Sherman. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on first down. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Conley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Sherman. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To Michelle on the dump off. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get to...
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We got 3 down, 3 down. Let's go.
Back now in Nashville. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Sherman. He's got the hook up with Conley. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. On 1st and 10, Sherman, right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Following the penalty, Michel. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronk. Again, this is Michel, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On the ground is Michel. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And a short gain down to about the 33. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
No, check.
Again, it's Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it. This is Michel. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
On 3rd down, Michel. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Patriots, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams...
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
It's complete to Chris Conley, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On the ground, Michel, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Sherman throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? To throw on second down. Sherman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to throw. Sherman. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Throwing on first down. Sherman. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw. Sherman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't...
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back to throw. Sherman. It's caught by Aguilar. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Sherman firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's a strong, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And able to connect with Berrios. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good-headed scheme going.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. To throw again, Sherman. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on third down. Sherman escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Sherman throwing right, and that's complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Sherman able to shake him off. Now he's forced out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. they're guessing about where you're going to go, I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Sherman over the middle. That's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
No, check, Patriots!
Operating from the gun, Sherman, flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They get it to him running left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Sherman. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney!
Off play action, Sherman. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Sherman. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it, got hit, ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sherman. Wide open receiver, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Sherman. Time for a break. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
No. Check. Patriots.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Staying on his feet. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. He fights him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Henry Anderson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jets. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.